Disruption is something TBWA, so one of the agencies I used to work for is called TBWA, and this is their specialty. What they basically do is that they say that, how do we give a business a lion's share of the future? And they say that, well, to get different results, you have to change the approach. They will quote Ananin and say, insanity is doing the same thing all the time and expecting different results. So how do you change? What do you need to change now to get a lion's share of the future? There is this bank in Ghana I bank with. And I only started banking with them because one of my best friends worked there. You know, when they need an account, you try to help so their portfolio looks good. But he left and I still stayed with the bank because their customer service was fantastic. But over the years, I watched the same very young, enthusiastic customer service people I dealt with who were very energetic and very driven. I watched their energy fade and their confidence drop. And that's why I want to talk to you about RTB. RTB is reason to believe. I believe that those young people were that enthusiastic in the beginning because they were sold a dream. It got to a point when they realized that nothing of what they were promised was going to happen. So I watched them, and as we speak, every single one of them has left the bank. Every single one of the original team I worked with, who were fantastic for the years they were in the bank, have all left. And today they have the typical Ghanaian, forgive my French, they have the typical Ghanaian people as customer service. So you call them and make a request. So I'll get back to you. And they never do. Branding is about substance. Why should your team believe you? You say that we are building a corporate culture of respect, and you swear at your team members. Why should they believe you? You say that, listen, see this business as your own. And they watch you divert the money small. Why should they believe you? They work very, very hard for many, many years, and just when your son graduates from school, all of a sudden, your son is in top management. They are not stupid. Why should they believe you? And this is why Bright will tell you branding is about substance. Who is your competition? Okay, I'll tell you who your competitor is. Your competitor is the alternative available to your target market. We hardly ask our target market what alternatives are available to you. When you're not using my product, what are you using? Do you get my point? When you're not using my product, what are you using? I run a church. And this church, we are famous for Friday night, all night. We pray, the whole neighborhood, nobody will sleep. And then they realized that, first, we used to have 10,000 people every night. We used to sell a lot of olive oil, sell water, sell this. Business was good, but now only 500 people come. You know the average entrepreneur, and here I'm using church as a business, the average entrepreneur looks around and say, which other church is stealing my members? You understand? We used to think of competition as people who are in the same business space. But it is not always necessarily so. But if you go to your church member and you speak to them so nicely, they will tell you the truth. They may tell you that, oh, as for the Friday night, all night, I like it, pal. But there's some nightclub in me. Some nightclub that has sprung up behind the church. That nightclub, if you get there, you understand? So all of a sudden, a church discovers that it is losing its members to a nightclub. If you have a huge task to do, the first thing you do is to sharpen your axe. This is the story of branding. Don't wait. A lot of people look for people to help them with branding when their business is struggling. It's too late. Your palm is too sore. It will cost you a lot of money. You are not in an emotional space to even think properly through whatever you are offered. Branding is something you start with right from the beginning. So remember that. I want you to build your business with intent. I want you to be able to change the world. Africa has too many exceptional individuals. We need exceptional communities. We need communal wealth. And it's possible.